Today on Deep Dive, we're going to be looking at Marvel Comics Iron Man number 7. Has Iron Man met his match against the Gladiator? The answer lies inside. Hello everyone, my name is Devin, also known as DH Artist, and welcome back to my Deep Dive series. Today we'll be continuing the adventures of the Golden Avenger, Iron Man. And if you missed my deep dive coverage of his previous issues, I'll link to them in the video description below. Now, even though this can be viewed on your phone or computer, try casting it onto your TV so you can really see the detail and quality of the book. With each book, you can expect their conditions to vary. Today's issue is in nice condition, so there won't be anything to detract from the artwork. If you enjoy these types of videos and want to see more content like it, check out some of my other deep dives. I've covered issues like The Atom number 2, Submariner number 4, Detective Comics number 293, and Captain America number 105, pitting the Star-Spangled Avenger against the villainous Batroc. For a complete list of my videos, visit the organized playlists on my channel. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss a single video. Iron Man number 7 was published in November of 1968. Editor-in-chief was Stan Lee. Cover artists were George Tuska and Johnny Craig. The story, titled The Maggia Strikes, was written by Archie Goodwin, penciled by George Tuska, inked by Johnny Craig, and lettered by Artie Simek. The book consists of 32 pages with a cover price of 12 cents. Today's adventure begins as three thieves break into Stark Industries' vault. Just as they blast through the final vault door, Whitney Frost disables the simulator, and we see that the dramatic robbery was just practice for the real thing. When her men grow impatient with the constant training and planning, she activates a button on her control panel, quickly revealing Iron Man from behind a hidden panel. As the men flee in terror at the sight of the Golden Avenger, she points out that it's merely a lifelike statue, and they're still not quite ready to face him based on their cowardice reaction. As the men remark at how realistic Iron Man looks, silence falls over the room when the masked warrior, known as the Gladiator, suddenly appears. With the help of his wrist blades, he quickly cuts through the Iron Man dummy, proclaiming that they'll need his help if they want to succeed. As the statue falls to the ground in pieces, the men are convinced that the Gladiator will give them the edge they need on their mission. But Frost has her doubts given his previous track record, which we're treated to in a brief flashback from his most recent appearances in Daredevil comics, when he teamed up with the Masked Marauder to face off against the Man Without Fear. After being defeated by Daredevil, the two villains ended their partnership when the Marauder refused to upgrade the Gladiator's suit. But when the Masked Marauder met his untimely demise, the Gladiator discovered the plans for revamping his costume, and now with his augmented power, he'll be a valuable weapon for the Magi if they want their mission to succeed. Reluctantly agreeing to let the Gladiator join their mission, Whitney leaves her men to continue with their training, as she departs for Stark's factory to make one final check before they attack. As we journey to Stark Industries, we find Jasper Sitwell overseeing the repairs to Tony's elaborate security system, following the damage they sustained from the Crusher's attack in the previous issue. When Tony Stark arrives and starts micromanaging Jasper, he becomes angry at Tony, feeling that he's not appreciated. Before their argument can continue, Whitney arrives at the factory and Jasper goes out to meet her. As the car speeds off, Tony realizes that Jasper is still upset with him from the previous issue, when Iron Man saved Whitney from the Crusher, making Jasper look weak. Then when Tony goes to his office, he finds Janice Cord and her lawyer waiting for him. As they travel to her father's old lab, the same lab where Iron Man faced off with the Demolisher in issue number 2, Janice explains that they've come to sell off her father's technology. But unbeknownst to our heroes, they've been followed by the Magi's men, and watching from the shadows is the Gladiator. When Tony and the others head back to Stark's factory, the Gladiator springs his trap. With the help of the Magi's airborne craft, they snatch Tony's car right off the road, lifting it high into the air back to their hideout. A short time later, the trio find themselves prisoners of the Magi, and Tony is shocked to learn that Whitney Frost is really Big M, leader of the Magi. Unable to stop her, Tony watches as Big M and her minions depart for the factory, leaving the Gladiator to deal with the prisoners. Acting quickly to get a hold of his briefcase, Tony pretends to have a heart attack. He then moves close to the window, asking for some fresh air. Then, just as Tony reaches the window, he swings his briefcase wildly, knocking back the goons, before leaping out the window into the darkness below. Leaving Janice and her lawyer in the clutches of the Gladiator, Tony quickly dons his Iron Man armor, and as the Magi's henchmen search the grounds, he springs into action, easily throwing them about. Some of the classic advertising found within this issue is a full-page application for Boys to Sell Grit. There's a half-page ad for hobby coin packets for only $1. There's a full-page ad from General Mills featuring the Cheerios Kid. And near the back there's a color house ad featuring the second issue for the Spectacular Spider-Man. As Iron Man deals with the henchmen outside, the Gladiator breaks loose the final support, sending a falling machine towards the helpless prisoners. As the goons surround Iron Man, he brings a brick wall tumbling on top of them with a perfectly timed repulsor blast. Then flying quickly back inside the factory, he catches the falling machine just before it crushes our heroes. As Iron Man tends to his hands, which were pinned under the giant machine, the Gladiator tries to strike him, but using his thrusters, Iron Man surges into the Gladiator, knocking him off his feet. With the battle intensifying, Iron Man lets his guard down, allowing the Gladiator to knock him over with his electroshock armor. As the Gladiator moves in to deliver the final blow, Tony goes to use his repulsor rays, but he finds that they've been damaged when the machine he caught crushed down on his hands. Meanwhile, back at Stark Industries, Big M and her henchmen descend on the factory. Has Iron Man lost the fight? Will the Gladiator and Magi be victorious? Find out in the next exciting issue titled, A Duel Must End. I hope you enjoyed this deep dive. If there's a particular issue or comic you'd like me to flip, drop it down in the comments section and I'll see if I can add it to my poll box. If you enjoy these types of videos, please show your support by subscribing to my channel. As always, please consider liking and feel free to share this video. And until next time, deep divers, thanks for watching.